Winter W Trek Torres del Paine with Chile Nativo. As temperatures drop and mountains and valleys sleep, trekkers in the know take to Torres del Paine's trails. The Winter W Trek connects Grey Glacier, the French Valley and the Towers Lookout on 5 days of superb hiking fueled by crisp air and still landscapes, minus the high season crowd. Day 1. Your private transfer will pick you up early in the morning and drive to Torres del Paine National Park's administration area, where our first hike will begin. This is a 5-hour hike along Las Carretas Trail to the shores of Peiwei Lake, tucked at the base of the Paine Massif. The Grey River will accompany us along the way, and we'll have a picnic lunch before arriving at our refugio. Once there, you'll settle into your dorm before meeting again for dinner. Day 2. Today our destination is Grey Glacier, a stirringly beautiful ice giant ending abruptly in the glacial lake of the same name. We'll set out early, ascending 200 meters through the winding path that takes us to Laguna Negra. Here we'll see sections of the massive South Patagonian icefield, a geological phenomenon that still guards many unexplored sections. We will continue on to Grey Glacier's lookout point, passing forests and rivers. We'll have lunch at the lookout, with a mammoth Grey Glacier at our feet, and might be lucky enough to catch sight of ice carving from its huge walls into the freezing waters. We return along the same path, accompanied by views of Paine Grande and the muscle granite walls of Cerro Holguin to our refugio, where we'll spend a second night. Day 3. Today's hike is a challenging trek to the heart of the Paine Massif. Our destination, the French Valley, is a spectacular natural basin surrounded by peaks and hanging glaciers. After breakfast, we'll set off on a 2-hour hike through firebush and beech forests to the suspension bridge over the French River. At the entrance to the valley, the glacial moraine, you'll scramble over huge boulders and catch the first sight of the hanging glacier atop the valley. From this point, you'll ascend for an hour before arriving at the French Valley viewpoint, the plateau. Your reward is a heart-stirring bird's-eye view of granite peaks and hanging glaciers. To one side, the French Glacier and Paine Grande, while to the other various granite peaks and Los Cuernos, arching upwards. In the upper section of the valley, Cerro Catedral and Cerro Fortaleza loom like turrets above the landscape. We'll have lunch at the viewpoint, surrounded by these imposing peaks and open skies, then return to our refugio via the same route for our final night here. Day 4. Today we'll make our way across the park, hiking the Las Carretas Trail to the park's administration area. Here, we take our transfer to Rio Serrano, where we'll stay the night in a cozy cabin. Day 5. In the morning, we take a transfer to the Las Torres area to begin our hike to the Towers Lookout. The trail takes us through beech forests and past views of glaciers and waterfalls until we reach a gigantic terminal moraine, the ridge formed at the glacier's endpoint. We'll ascend this boulder-strewn moraine and be rewarded by the arresting sight of the 3 towers themselves. At this lookout point, 900 meters above sea level, we'll rest, take photos and have lunch. Our descent is along the same path, then on to Estancia Las Torres, where we'll board our return transfer to Puerto Natales. Please note, due to the weather in winter, sometimes the refugios don't have hot water for showers or heating. These events are out of our control, and our guests need to have the flexibility and be open to modifications at the last minute, including the schedules as well.